My name is Charlotte Roche. I'm the author of Wetlands, and now I'll describe a little bit about the story of Wetlands. So it's about the 18-year-old Helen Memel, and she lands in hospital right at the beginning of the story because she is shaving her around the butthole, and she actually cuts into the... Well, my English isn't that good for the special words. I wrote the book in German, so in German it's Rosette, in English it's rosette.
Rosette.
The foldy little skin around the butthole. She cuts into it while she's shaving, and so she gets infected piles and she lands in hospital. So she's in hospital, practically lamed. Is it lamed? No. Yeah? Like as if you have no legs? Yeah. She lies in hospital, and then she investigates her body. She's very much into masturbating. She loves her menstruation blood. She loves talking about everything people would normally say is a taboo. She's a very open-minded young woman, I would say. I saw lots of advertisement going on television, but I don't know if you know it, you're a man. The perfumed panty liners, for example, or there's special soap. They have it in England also, but I know in Germany it's called like Intima wash lotion, and it's for the female genital area, and it's special soap you have to buy to actually get rid of the genital smell, which I would always watch the advertisement and think, am I the only person not using this chemical stuff for the vagina? Not the panty liners that are perfumed, and not the vagina soap and stuff. So I thought, this is actually cramping me having sex with my husband. When he would, I would lie there like this, thinking, oh no, sort of like, is this smell good or bad? I don't know. I can't tell, because these advertisements were making me very insecure. Because I thought all the women are using it, but not me. And then I had to invent someone in the book that didn't have these problems that I have. And it's, for me, it's a big misunderstanding that people think a person who's written a book like that hasn't got any problems with anything. People would imagine me sitting around farting all the time, but I wouldn't. I would rather die. And I'm really worried about certain things, going to public toilets, and it's sort of, I don't want anybody to smell or hear anything I do on the toilet. And I'm really embarrassed, and I put it all in the book. It was more like writing my heart out about the embarrassing things I have on my body, and instead of wanting to shock people and showing how cool I am, not at all. I definitely wanted to be funny when I wrote it. I didn't think of a reader or anything. It's the first thing I've ever written. I only wrote it for me in the first term. I thought it has to be honest in my eyes, it has to be funny in my eyes, and it was. I was writing and killing myself laughing, but also sort of sitting there thinking, this is going to be released, oh God, I'm going to ruin my life, I'm never ever going to get a job somewhere after this. And I like when people say it's funny, and it often happens that people get very upset and take it very seriously, and then they sort of lost it at the beginning to understand that it's funny and it's really exaggerated, and people often get very worked up about how disgusting it is, and then I would say, okay, come on, tell me, what is so disgusting, ha ha ha, and they would say, for example, the toilet scene, where she wipes the toilet seat with her and I would say, see, that's my favorite, funniest scene. So lots of people think my favorite, funniest scenes are the most disgusting scenes. And also concerning the pornographic aspect, I wanted to write an honest book about the female body. It's not only having this female sexy presentation aspect of, oh, I'm shaven and I'm clean and look, you can have sex with me, but also it's a sick body, it's a body that has sometimes, and that is also a taboo, I'm afraid. Women actually have to and I wanted to show that in the book, and it was great fun having a female body that is sick and goes to the toilet and has a menstruation and all together, and not only the clean, sexy part. But then all the disgusting stuff, I also wanted it to be horny at some point. I wanted it to be honest and realistic, and that's why it's disgusting, because somehow we are disgusting. But on the other hand, I wanted it to be very erotic. I can only try and remember what we expected back then. It was the beginning of last year, and my publisher and I thought it was a very difficult book to sell because it's so disgusting. So, we didn't think it was like pornographic literature, so everybody would buy it. So we thought it's a difficult thing to advertise for because people maybe wouldn't understand. And we thought the first edition was supposed to be 50,000 books. And I remember us being worried not to sell the first pile of books. So that shows that we didn't expect the success at all. It's so much attention, so much really negative, sort of scandalous articles about it, wanting to forbid the book and put me to prison and stuff like that. And also really intellectual, wow, feministic manifest, super duper, liberates women and stuff. And there's so much attention and always more and more press waves of stuff. And I just can't get my mind around it. It's so big and it's spooky. I made that, it's the first thing I've ever written in my life. The first sentence I've ever written is in the book. So, and you just sit there and think, oh, this is really strange. And I think if I try and think about so and so many readers or the attention, then I'll probably go mad.